So, moving on. We go from one movie that's been released here in March of this year to probably one of the most anticipated movies of next year. And the first trailer of this just got released, and that is Oppenheimer. This is the latest Christopher Nolan film, starring Cillian Murray as J. Robert Oppenheimer, of course, and tells a story about how this man developed the nuclear bomb, the atomic bomb. And, of course, one of the most destructive things ever invented. This is an interesting story. Now, anybody who doesn't remember the name, he was a scarecrow in Batman Begins.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably where he's going to be the most recognizable. So first and foremost, what did you think of the trailer? And how do you think he's going to do with a Christopher Nolan story?
Well, I'll say first off, Christopher Nolan is my favorite director of all time, and he's every movie I've seen of Christopher Nolan's, they make my top 10 favorite movies. I really connect with him as a storyteller, him as a creator, and he's inspired me to make films myself. The thing is I watched this Oppenheimer trailer, and despite it looking visually stunning, of course it's Nolan. He is a sight for sore eyes when it comes to, actual visual storytelling. Where his movies, there isn't a single Christopher Nolan movie that you watch and you're like, ugh, that just doesn't look that good. The thing with Oppenheimer, though, I am probably the least excited for this movie than I've been for any of other Christopher Nolan's other films, because I think I like Christopher Nolan more when he goes for the fictional stories. I also like him more when he is more so based around the mind-bending action type films, like a Tenet, for instance. But I will say that I'm waiting to see a trailer. Now, this is kind of like a teaser, but I'm waiting to see a trailer for Oppenheimer when we get to really see the characters interact with each other. Because right now, we're not getting that from the trailer. We're just getting shots, and we're getting narration. And that's all cool and everything, but this is a very important story. This is a very historic story that I want to see more about. What's this movie about? What's the story in it? Who are the players? And that's something that I wanted to see and I didn't get from this trailer. But of course, I'm gonna be there probably opening day. The Barbie trailer just came out, which I loved, and that's coming out the same day. So I might have
double feature time.
I might have to do a double.
So this is interesting because everything that you just said is spot on. And this is interesting because you have a film like Amsterdam. Okay, that is probably one of the films that, let's face it didn't do well this year. But when you look at that cast, you go, oh my God, how does this cast how does it go south? Let me read you a couple of the names here. And when you hear this, you're going to go, wow. Emily Blunt, Matt Damon,
wow,
Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh, Gary Oldman, Kenneth Branagh. Now, if you put those 6 names together, along with somebody that's transformed one of the best directors in the game right now, Nolan, about a real-life person about this, seeing this looks incredible.
But to your point, though, David, about, cast, I think the big difference between this and, an Amsterdam is this is a movie it's not really flashing its cast at you. I don't recall seeing Florence Pugh, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon.
So they're probably going to be in the next trailer.
Yeah, but, when you look at Amsterdam, that movie was all about, look at the cast. Don't look at the story. Look at the cast in this movie. And that's the sign when you know a movie is not going to be good, when they try to show you the cast more than the movie itself. So, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no, yeah, it just this looks unbelievable. This looks unbelievable, and going to be a lot of most anticipated films of 2023. Which, by the way, guys, we will be doing a video for our top 5 most anticipated films of 2023. So look out for that and stay tuned for that. So we got a big show this week.